everyone. Welcome to our podcast. We are the Peanut Gallery. I'm your host for today, Willantha Clark. With me is Amy Gallardo, Isaias Cardenas, Megan McLaughlin, and San New. So, as you guys can see, we are a pretty diverse group. So, we thought it would be a good idea for us to get to know each other's culture. First, we will be talking about our different languages. So, Amy.
Okay. Mexico in general, we speak Spanish. I think everybody knows this. We speak Spanish, right? And like around 30% of the total is speak Nahuatl. And we have like Otomi, Maya, and a bunch more. It's like 60 something languages. Like it's pretty diverse at that point.
Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead, Jesse.
Yeah, so like Amy said, we have a lot of native languages. Like she mentioned, the Nahuatl. There's over 1.7 million speakers in Mexico currently that speak Nahuatl. So that is an insane amount of people. It's not something you really think about, but yeah, a good chunk of people speak a native dialect. But Nahuatl being the most popular means that we get a lot of Nahuatl words included into our vocabulary. So, for example, tomato, coyote, chocolate, all that stuff, everyday stuff. Those all come from Nahuatl words.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, we even have
not the chocolate.
The chocolate, yeah. We even have a cool little animal called an axolotl, but in Nahuatl it's axolotl.
Is that the little ugly lizard?
It's that little ugly. It's kind of ugly.
Yeah, it's scary. I don't like lizards.
Let's say, but in person it's kind of ugly. Like in the toys and all that stuff, they're super cute.
The toys are cute. Yeah,
the toys are cute.
Stickers are cute. Everything else, but in person, like
those are all included in our daily vocabulary. And according to Jimenez's guide on Nahuatl from 2021, we all have over 4,000 words that we use normally from Nahuatl in Spanish every single day.
That's crazy. Yeah. 4,000 words.
4,000 words. I don't know how many words I know, but I'm not sure. It's not something you keep track of. Maybe there's words like I mentioned. There's words that you use that you don't even know.
No, yeah, that's true. That's what I was saying. You probably do know about it. So, Megan, how about you?
Well, my family comes from Germany. They came from a small village called Waldernbach in the state of Hesse. It's over by Frankfurt. They speak Hochdeutsch there, which is like standard German. I also have family in the Northern Rhine where they speak Plattdeutsch, which is more like Low German. It's kind of like the difference between standardized English and then including slang, basically.
Okay, yes.
It's a West Germanic language. According to Britannica, in an article by Meg Matthias in 2025, they didn't really start to figure out German was a language until the Romans invaded the German area in the 1st century. So
how did that miss them?
I don't even know. But yeah, so we speak a different dialects. My family moved over to Canada after about World War II, where they taught themselves English, but they still speak German all the time and everything.
Yeah, so you're actually learning German or?
Oh, no, I know German.
Okay.
I had to learn it in high school though. Oh. Like I heard it growing up, but I couldn't like speak it, so I took it to like,
okay.
Okay, so
yeah,
you speak German.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna take it to Germany.
I got you.
Please.
Is there any dialect that you know that's kind of like the heaviest? Maybe I don't want to say ugliest, but
okay, it's a very harsh language. I'll say that. My great aunts, they have a very thick German accent and it's very harsh. So sometimes I'm like, wait, what did you say? It's very hard. Like to say happy birthday, you'd say glücklich Geburtstag, which just it doesn't
roll off.
Yeah, it's kind of like, oh, happy birthday, but then it sounds like
it's like ugh.
It feels like a little fish saying glug 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 glug.
Yeah.
I think it's fun to speak, but it can be harsh for some people.
Okay, how about you, San?
So as you guys know, I'm from Vietnam, and Vietnamese is, to me, is a tonal language. Like imagine you raise your voice and then you lower your voice. The word you say gonna be a different thing. Like one word, if you lower your voice or raise your voice, it have five to six different meanings.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's actually
like the word like ma is ma. If you say it's ma, it's gonna be like ghost. And if you say ma, it's gonna be like mom or mother. And ma is but.
Ah,
Really?
I would mess up
do
so
you think that
Yeah,
makes
I'm gonna call
say
mom.
my mom is a ghost.
Bro, true. How do you say that?
Má tôi là con ma.
do you think that makes some music hard to understand sometimes?
Yes, it's kind of like in English, like she sells, she soars.
She says,
Oh,
she says.
she sells
She
seashells
sells
on
spices
seashore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, that's
Oh.
Like we
interesting.
have like bà ba bán bánh bò bên bờ biển.
Oh.
Interesting.
Yeah, and Vietnamese alphabet, like or we can say like Vietnamese script is is Latin. It's inspired from the Latin alphabet because we used to colonized by the French, so we got influenced by them, and
Unfortunately.
we have like 29 letters in our
29 letters.
in our
29?
alphabet.
Yeah.
29. And according to Nguyễn Đình Hoa, like 1997, like Vietnamese language and culture, like it's a good thing because we can spread our language and yeah, our language and our literacy literature uh, across the country.
Okay, that's good to know.
Okay. So for me, since I'm Jamaican, it's like Jamaican patois, that's what they call it. It's like broken English. So I know like all you guys probably heard the word wagwan,
Yeah.
but it's like, what are you saying?
One.
Broken up like what is going on, and it's just like condensed down to like a word with like 6 letters, and you're like, so it's what's going on, wagwan. So the history behind that I learned in school when I was in Jamaica was that when the slaves from the transatlantic slave trade like came to Jamaica, of course they were speaking their native tongue in Africa. So imagine you get colonized by these people, they're shipping you off to a different place, and then you have to like learn the language. That's how it becomes this broken English from the English trying to teach them
Yeah.
this new vernacular. So it's kind of like,
It's almost how Tagalog came too.
really?
Yeah, so Tagalog includes a lot of Spanish words.
Oh yes, that's true, because I do work with a lot of Filipino women, and they do say a lot of Spanish words. I'm like, I think I actually know that word. And I was like,
don't
who are
wanna
you guys
say
talking
that.
about?
True. You're like, but I don't want to say it.
Yeah. So we're gonna move on to talking about food.
Okay.
Yes, I know everyone. You love food, right? You have to. So we're gonna talk about our food. Issa, tell me about your Mexican delights.
Mexican delights. So, of course, everybody knows dishes like tamales, pozoles, but what they might not know is that those dishes are incredibly old. In fact, on the magic history of the tamale by Badasca in 2020, the earliest recorded or the earliest record of tamale is around 8,000 BC. That is,
Huh?
yeah, it's really funny. They call it the 10,000-year-old tamale.
What?
Yeah. So, and following that recipe, you get basically what we eat nowadays. It's kind of crazy to think about that what you're eating right now, warriors throughout history, thousands of years, is what they ate,
Yeah.
carried in their pockets, because it was really easy to carry. You could, I don't know if you thought about it, but it's a food you can put in your pocket.
Yeah,
It's kind of
true.
just like, so I'll save this for later.
Wait, that actually happened in the morning. We had tamales in the freezer, right?
Okay.
From Costco.
Yeah.
Not from someone Mexican. But I was running late today. I was like, damn, I haven't eaten anything. I had to go to school. I had to be there before 11, right? I was like, okay, I had 2 minutes to warm the tamal and take it.
You put it in your pocket. See, that's
Well, not my packet. I put it in a plate because it's like oily. It's like,
So
yeah.
let me tell you guys, because I know when Issa was doing the research for it, he was showing it to me, and we kind of have the same thing in Jamaica, which is like our culture has a lot of same things. And I was like, it's called dukuno. So it's like cassava or yuca they use that and make like a pudding, and then how they make the tamales. What you guys use, like the corn?
The corn husk.
The corn husk to wrap it. We use the banana leaf.
Yeah, but
And it's the same thing.
yeah, but well, it's just where I'm from that uses corn. There's a lot of other states that do use
Yeah,
banana
they
leaf.
use
Yeah.
banana
Yeah,
leaf.
Guatemala uses them, but those tamales suck. So Guatemalan
What's with
tamales
the
aren't
hate?
good.
Dude.
They're not good. Have you ever
No,
seen-
he said not them.
The tamales from Oaxaca,
Oh,
they do it with the.
they're also soupy. They're
Wait, don't
soupy.
hate on Oaxaca. Come on. They love Oaxaca.
Who's we?
I'm weak, okay? You had to say.
We.
You had to agree with this.
I'll agree that it's cool because Nacho Libre was filmed there. Nacho Libre was filmed there. It's iconic. And the pyramids. I forgot about those.
But Nacho Libre's first, right?
Yeah, Nacho Libre
Yeah.
first.
Okay, so son, food.
Okay. So in my country, our Vietnamese like we focus most on the flavor,
Mhm.
and because I don't know why, but we have different regions like on south, central, and the north.
Mhm.
So in the north, we have a delicate flavor, and then in the central we have like bold and spicy, and I'm from the south, so mine is sweet. We focus more on the sweet and the tropical flavors. So we have the special dishes like pineapple and pork meat, which is pretty good. And sometimes I miss it. And we also have the soup, the sour soup. We also have pineapple in it. Pineapple and
Pineapple in the soup.
pineapple,
Wait a
and,
minute.
Hot pineapple.
My taste.
pineapple and tomato and
Oh,
the
that sounds
fish
good.
in the soup.
We
have
never
sweet-
mind.
Oh, yes,
I don't want tomatoes.
Oh, that's the
like
part.
tomatoes?
That's the part that got you. Okay.
But the tomatoes. I'm sorry.
Oh, you guys do pork and
Yeah,
Oh,
we do actually.
pork and pineapple.
Oh, so
Yeah.
we have the common.
It's like
pork and
that.
pineapple. If you've ever seen those giant skewers with a bunch of meat
Yeah.
stacks,
Mhm.
yeah, there's always a big old pineapple at the top.
Oh yes, true. I never like made
Yeah.
the connection.
So they
It's-
cut the meat off and then they cut a bit of pineapple.
We're like,
Oh.
the same movie.
Oh yes, I do be seeing that on TikTok.
Yes.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, don't ever get it when the pineapples hasn't had any cuts because it's not good. It hasn't been sitting for a while, so you just get like normal pineapple instead of something that's been like
What? It's
I
not
just-
marinated.
it is no, it's not marinated. But like after a while, the juices kind of seep into the pineapple and stuff. That's when it's good. So never get it when it's fresh. Always wait a bit.
Okay.
Oh, when it's soaked.
Yeah, wait till it's
Soaked,
cooked.
soaked in itself. Okay.
How about you, Megan?
Well, we don't use pineapples in Germany like that. We use pickles in just about everything. It's crazy. My favorite dish, I actually hate pickles, but I'll eat it for this one. My favorite dish is called rouladen. My oma makes it. It's a recipe that's been like passed down for a while.
yeah.
And it's basically like on a toothpick, so kind of like the skewer, I guess. They wrap thin beef around a pickle, and then they marinate it for a long time. I know
Is
it
it like a
sounds
whole
horrible.
pickle?
It's like those like little mini pickles, you know. At least
Oh, okay.
it's not like
Oh,
this.
whole
my wings.
Yeah, this whole time I was imagining a whole pickle.
It's not a gigantic pickle. My oma uses like the little mini ones,
Oh, okay.
and then she soaks it. And
Does she ferment her own, or she like buy the like
No.
the? Oh.
she goes to Trader Joe's. But yeah, they have a lot of weird foods like sauerkraut. That's like the most iconic German food, I guess. I don't think it's good.
Okay,
Sorry,
yeah, because
Oma.
wasn't a
I'm curious
trend in the
about
other day for like probiotic benefits of like fermented fruits, these pickles and sauerkraut. Eat this and you restore all the microbiome in your stomach.
It's crazy. I don't know about that, but no, I like there's Spätzle, which is like an egg noodle that Germans do. That's really good. They have it with like sometimes, at least my family does it with schnitzel, which is like a really thinned out meat that's been breaded. And it's like, oh my gosh, it's so good. But I think Germany is more known for their beers and their pastries
Oh, I love
and
that.
stuff, like the Kartoffelpuffer, which are just potato pancakes. Those are amazing. But
Do you know how to make that?
yeah, I do.
Tell me the
Why haven't we gotten?
Oh, my
our
bad,
plates?
my bad. Oh, last day I'll bring it. No,
Why haven't we gotten our plates?
Pickles wrapped.
We should do
Yeah.
that actually.
we should
Pickles
have brought it
wrapped in-
here and just like ate while we talked, you know?
Imagine just
Yeah.
crunching on
Next
the mic.
episode, guys.
Yeah, eating our pickles.
So
Not
in your
like
culture,
that.
do you share your food with your family, like every meal? Because in my country, we every time we prepare a meal or something like lunch or dinner, we place all the dishes,
Mm.
and then we just in the middle, and then we just like sit together, and then we eat and talk. And just
Mm.
grab the food from there into our bowls.
If it's like a small group of my family, we'll do that, and we'll all sit around a table and just like pass it down, I guess. But if it's like a big party, which is what normally happens, because my oma always says Americans don't know how to party, it's just like she puts all the food out on a table and she blasts music, and then we all just kind of eat and walk around and talk to people.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's kind of sort of the same for me because it'll be like any of the women in my family they'll just cook and then they share everybody's food and then they'll eat. And then so it will be from whoever is the eldest. Like if my mom cooked, she'd do for my grandma and my grandpa's food, and then probably share her sisters if they're there, and then eldest children down to the smaller ones, and then everyone would just sit around and eat, kind of the same thing. Yeah, but we don't do like the dishes in smaller portions. It's not separated. Everyone just get their food on their plate, and then everybody just like sit down, drink a red stripe, and like vibes.
What?
Red stripe beer?
I don't think I've heard of it.
Why you make that face?
I've never heard of it.
It's really good. It's like Jamaica's number one beer.
Wow, number
Yeah.
one.
Mhm.
I'm down to try the number one.
It's
beer.
like that one's number one, and then Heineken is number two.
Oh, okay. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Oh
Lost all
boy.
credibility. Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, ours is somewhat similar to yours, how you mentioned. At least for my family, all the women would get together beforehand, prepare all the dishes, and then everybody else sits down. The women serves everybody, and then they all sit down and eat together.
Yeah.
No?
Mhm.
But
Same.
the role typically does fall on
On
the
the
women of the
women, yeah.
family.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
they usually even have like the younger girls
Yeah,
with
we
them.
would be helping.
Yeah, to
Yes.
teach them.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Same
same,
thing. Okay.
thing.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, we'll be in the kitchen like mom's cooking and we're making the juice.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we're making the lemonade
Oh,
or
they're like, they ask you to do this, but you already know how to do it.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Mhm.
oh, make, I don't know, this bread. I'm
Mhm.
like, okay.
Usually happens on Christmas. Like your family would eat
Christmas.
pozole on Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
pozole
Yeah,
usually
pozole.
is pozole is usually the dish of choice for Christmas.
I'm waiting for Thanksgiving too.
yeah, like wait, in your culture on Christmas or New Year's, do you guys like kill a cow and kill a goat just for the occasion?
No, but they used to kill people. They back at pre-Hispanic era, they would after a ritual after Aztecs, pozole would be made from the body
not
of
this.
No, the
Not
would be made from the
this.
sacrifice
That's crazy.
so that they could be absorbed back into the tribe.
You
But it's a neat
Whoever is
and yeah, but unfortunately the Spanish got word of that, and so now we just usually have it with pork.
oh gosh darn.
Yeah, gosh darn.
Yeah, that needed to be abolished.
Yeah.
How about you, Amy? How about
For okay, from the city, they put everything on una bolillo. That is technically a sandwich.
Ugh.
Yeah. No, don't make
I know that's
I know. Hold on. Let me explain you. It's so good. Okay. Imagine put chilaquiles in a torta, and you can leave to school. You can go to school, and you can go to work, or make a tamal and put it in a torta and go somewhere else. That's guys. Oh my god.
Y'all are bored over there.
So you guys are
Technically,
also
we put
original.
what you say, bread on bread?
Wait, lately they have this combination of tamal and chilaquiles together.
Mm-hmm.
This is so new. It's like
Oh
what,
my
4
God.
years ago someone created.
They didn't really create it. They just
Well,
did.
he technically created. He did.
Okay.
It's an old girl.
I mean, to be fair, you don't need a lot for like a good recipe. You know,
Yeah.
like if you just have bread on bread, that's what you got.
Hell yeah.
My recipes, like at least my family's recipes, they came from obviously Germany, but it was during like World War II, and the Nazis were like really coming for everybody, you know. So like 20 million Germans starved to death or were malnutrition. So like my family, the recipes have like very minimal ingredients.
Oh yeah, what you needed to survive.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so it was like that. They were like dirt poor, so they just made do with what they could.
What I noticed about what German cuisine, everything seems to be kind of fermented almost.
Yeah.
It kind of seems like they
Safe.
had a long life, like they really wanted this food to last a while.
Well, because they wanted it to last a while, but they also didn't have much for like a flavor sense. So it was like,
okay.
let's marinate it too for
Okay,
a while.
yeah,
But
that
you
makes-
are right. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, they were like
preservation.
they had like nothing. Like my great grandma, the Nazis used to come to her little town and they would give her a Nazi flag and be like, you have to hang this up. And my family absolutely hated them. And so she would be like, oh yeah, no, for sure. And then she would go dye it blue and then sew dresses for all the little girls. And then like the next platoon would come in and be like, yo, where's your flag? And she's like, oh, I never got it.
Where's your flag?
You know, so like you make do with what you have.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah.
A lot of
So
creativity.
now that we've talked about music and now that we've talked about food and language, we'll be moving on to music. So, San, any contributions from your culture?
Well, from my own experience, I haven't played any like musical instrument that symbol my country because I used to be in a marching band.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And from what I know, the most well known like from my country, the musical instrument is gonna be like 16 string zither that inspired from the Chinese musical instrument. Say we use the small pig and then we just play it.
Okay, so it's like in front of you like this.
Yeah.
table.
And yep.
You know about that one?
I played it before.
Oh,
Oh, look at you go.
yeah.
I forgot his
Yeah.
a
You
musician.
should. Yeah, I literally just
I literally can't. I was like,
Professional
music
musician.
major, like,
Literally
music
on the
music major. Yeah.
Yeah, professional musician.
And another one is the monochord. Like then we have something here. Just pull the string.
Oh, like a hurdy-gurdy.
Kind of like
You know what that is, right? It rubs a string and you twist it and it plays a sound.
Oh, like the little. There are like a little boxes they sell in San Francisco, right?
I don't know.
I don't know. They're
Probably.
like a little boxes
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. You just
Twist it and it
twist
makes a
yeah,
sound.
And it plays the
Oh.
sound.
The one with the ballerina on top.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, that's a music box.
Well, something like that, but it's like way bigger.
I was like, what?
You used to date,
Yeah.
so it's not.
It sounds like pirate music, the hurdy-gurdy.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't think I've heard that one before.
Right.
How about you, Megan?
Well, so I grew up, I didn't really listen to this music, but it's the music, like, I, like, heard it and everything, you know, but my Oma grew up with it. It's called it's either known as the polka or Bavarian Oompa music. And it's like stereotypical German music. It's got the accordion, the trumpet, the mandolin, the clarinet. It's really popular around Oktoberfest and everything. All German holidays and everything, they'd always be dancing and stuff, and this is very dancey music. In fact, the Germans, like around the 1800s to the 1900s, went to Mexico for like economic purposes and trade and stuff, and they like that's crazy. Yeah, we'll say that for now. And they would like bring over their music, and they brought the accordion to Mexico. So a lot of Oompa music sounds like
Yeah.
Okay.
They all follow that waltz style, that boom, bum, bum, boom, bum.
Oh,
Yeah, a lot of traditional Mexican music includes German, the German style. It's basically the same.
yeah, the same.
they sound a lot alike
Mm.
next to each other.
Yeah. So for me, for Jamaica, it's like we love drums. Like that's our thing, and like bass. So it's like, everything is a thump, 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 thump. So it's kind of like the same thing, but it's like mostly drums, and you like have somebody in the back like ad-libbing on a keyboard. But that's like side note. Drums take like everything in Jamaican music is about the drums and the bass that the music is carrying. Like when they have like parties in Jamaica, everybody want to stand in front of the speaker because it's like right behind you and it's just like shaking your body and it's just like that. Everybody likes that feeling. So it's like,
Is there like a lot of dancing because there's such a food and
yes.
everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds right.
Yeah. Because Jamaica, like the music there is either reggae or literally dance hall. Like you're dancing in a hall. That's like what everybody does. That's our thing. So yeah, that's Jamaican music.
Yeah.
Yeah. And everybody almost, do you guys know about Bob Marley?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So
It's from there, so.
yeah. So Bob Marley, Jamaican Rastafarian legend. That's like he's like was the pioneer for like putting Jamaica on the map for in terms of music at least. So yeah.
Okay.
And now it's like Jamaica is on the map because of Usain Bolt being the fastest man or Shirley and Fraser Price being the fastest woman. So it's like Jamaica's kind of known for speed.
It's cool.
Yeah. So wrap it up. Now that we've explored our culture, would like to thank you guys for tuning in. We have been the Peanut Gallery. Amy Gallardo, Isaias Cardenas, Megan McLaughlin, Santu. No. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Bye.
If you are interested in a career in sports broadcasting,
Whether you're commentating a live game
or hosting your own TV show,
For more information, contact Greg Poff. That's me at solano.edu.
we hope to see you here next semester. And remember,
It's more than just sports, it's an education.